Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. I've been asked to do this beer many times. I've actually had it for about 4 weeks. It's probably, see if they actually have a brewed on date on here. These guys usually are good at that, but whether or not they actually do. There is, as you see, a bunch of moisture on it that's been sitting out of my fridge for a while. The big temperature change between my fridge and my house really makes things sweat, but it's not nearly as cold as it could be. And really, I just don't care today. You know what? I can't find it on here, though, the bottled on date, so I think it's about somewhere between 6 and 12 weeks old, and it is bottle conditioned, and it is basically a triple IPA, so some stuff may have faded by now. It shouldn't have. But anyway, this is the Shoulders of Giants Imperial IPA by Flying Monkeys. Flying Monkeys Shoulders of Giants. It says here that its filtration method was fractionary filtration, 20% unfiltered, 80% filtered. You can tell the 20% unfiltered down here. There's a good layer of sediment. 10% alcohol by volume. Every generation benefits from the insights and discoveries of the collective who came before. Bolstered by the glorious North American IPAs that have stretched our minds and transformed our palates, Shoulders of Giants remakes influence into a liquid embodiment of IPA history. 86 IBUs, which is not very high when you think about it for IPAs of today. Artfully camouflaged the high 10% ABV. Okay, pop her open, pour her into my Blanche de Chamblay glass from Unibrew. Well, this is a 750. It is a sharing beer, but again, I don't have enough people come over, which is why this has sat so long. Because at 10% alcohol and 750, it's a big beer, and I do like doing more than one review. I usually like to try when I'm on my own to get 2 or 3 in a night, but with a beer this big, it's a one beer night. So I kept holding off. Beautiful color. Beautiful color. Look at that color. That is a tiny touch of haziness. It is a beautiful amber color, beautiful off-white head. Beautiful, 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 beautiful beer. Beautiful beer. Smell? Oh my God! Oh my God! Okay, a beautiful caramelly maltiness. A beautiful, I can't say beautiful enough today. A beautiful lemon zest, a beautiful pineapple scent. Bit of mango, bit of pineapple, bit of blood orange, a bit of almost honeydew. Yeah, a bit of honeydew melon. Oh, and that caramel maltiness. Just the smell of this makes me love this beer with the fiery intensity of a urinary tract infection. I'm loving the smell of this beer. Let's try it. Cheers. Oh. Even at this age, oh my Lord. This beer fills me with joy as much as a silent fart fills a small room. This is amazing. And that 10% alcohol, it says it's artfully camouflaged. I would argue that it is apparent there. Not as apparent as it could be. I mean, it's sitting more like a 7% alcohol beer would than a 10%. And I know that 3% doesn't sound like much, but in beer it kind of is, because it just picks up. But then I don't know if that, what I think is the alcohol astringency is actually alcohol astringency or hop resin. At only 86 IBU, I wouldn't think it's hop resin, but it is very possible that it is. A nice caramel malt forefront, caramel and molasses malty forefront. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful for us malt maniacs. Background, beautiful for you hopheads. Mango, lemon, melon, orange, a resiny background. I would suspect. Well, I know Amarillo's in here, which is where I'm getting all that beautiful fruitiness from. I also know Falconer's Punch is in here. Falconer's Flight, sorry, which is a beautiful hop that isn't as well used right now. I'm assuming I haven't. I keep looking over there, but there's just Flying Monkeys just put too much wording on their bottles. I'm pretty sure the Galaxy's in there. I'm pretty sure that's where I'm getting my my beautiful pineapple taste, but at the same time my resiny bitterness from. Yeah, Amarillo, Falconer's Flight, Galaxy. Familiar and unusual. And yeah, Galaxy and Amarillo, well, Galaxy's becoming much more familiar. Amarillo is fairly familiar. Falconer's Flight, again, just starting to really get used on a more consistent basis. And I love it. I love Falconer's Flight. I really do. As I'm getting further into the bottle, I am getting more of that 20% unfiltered. As you can see, it's a little more hazy. Yeah, I love this IPA. I love this IPA because it's exactly what you want. Well, what I want. It is perfectly balanced between the sweet maltiness at the forefront and the resiny bitterness at the background. Lots of fruit in that bitterness. Well, in that hoppiness, a nice bitterness, and it's not overpowering. It's refreshing. It dances around on the back of your tongue, but it doesn't take up the whole back of your throat. It is a beautiful, beautiful beer. Flying Monkeys, for me, is either a super hit, or a big miss. There are some big misses from them for me personally, just because of their love for hops compared to my love for hops, and which hops they love compared to which hops. Well, actually, that's a lie. They like a lot of the same hops as me. Just sometimes, the way they use them doesn't work with me. This one, this Shoulders of Giants beer, beautiful. Beautiful. I wish I had tried this at my beer festival. They had brought this with them in April to my beer festival. Again, I picked up this bottle June or July. It's now August, so it is a bit aged, and it's still beautiful. And these are hops that, well, Galaxy and Falconer's Punch, from what I've learned, they are hops that do not last as well as could be expected of other hops, but this still is a beautiful beer with beautiful hop presence and beautiful malt presence and not too much bitterness on the background. So I'm curious what this would have been like super fresh. How much of that fruit would have popped compared to what resininess I was getting. Now that I've been drinking it, I actually will admit that yes, it is probably artfully camouflaged. This because I'm pretty sure now that I've drank as much of it as I have, that it's all the hop bitterness that I was getting at the beginning, because there's no real warmth in here. It's just there. So what we'll do here is I'll finish pouring the bottle. I will not drink it all right now on camera because I am going to watch more of Oz, and I'll drink this while I'm watching Oz. But fuck, that's good. And now that we're at the bottom of the bottle, I did Weiss roll this bottle before I started it too, because of how they said they did their filtration. But look at how much thicker that is now. That is thick. That is thick and resinous. That actually is disgustingly thick for something that's 80% filtered and 20% unfiltered. Disgustingly thick. Excuse me. Oh, and it burps nicely too. Oh, okay. At this thickness, the bottom of the bottle, At the bottom of the bottle, even more fruitiness pops out. I mean, the caramel's still there, the molasses is still there, the nice bitterness on the background is still there, the resiny refreshingness is still there, but oh my god, pineapple, melon, orange, they're all just popping. They're just boom, boom, boom in your mouth right there. I love this beer. I love this beer. Excuse me, out of 10? Fuck, out of 10? A 9.5 out of 10 for Shoulders of Giants for me. Fucking right. So that's a golf clap. Yes. Yes! It is a golf clap for Flying Monkeys. Peter.